Happiness. Do you live in a happy country? The World Happiness Report actually has been released, and what they found is this. So out of all the countries in the world, the happiest countries, the top three, are the Nordic countries. So number one is Finland, number two is Iceland, and number three is Denmark. The surprising entry this year actually was a Hispanic country, so that would be Costa Rica. And so happiness, you see, is a very important thing in this world, because when you're happy, there is that sense of life, and you can enjoy things as you should. What is it that you feel that you need that will make you happy? Because in life, we all have things that we feel will make us happy. And as Jesus is there in Luke chapter 15, as he's speaking to the crowd which is made up of religious elite, the crowd which is also made up of tax collectors, people who tax their own Jewish people for the Romans and make some money for themselves, so they're like despised. In the crowd, you'd find prostitutes, people who are sinners, and the common people. And truthfully speaking, each and every single one of them has something that they feel makes them happy. And they're there for a reason. And so Jesus speaks concerning this matter. He speaks this story. And he says this in Luke chapter 15, verse 11 and 12. It says, there was a man who had two sons. The younger one said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the estate." So do you know what the father did? It says, so he divided his property between them. What an arrogant son to come to speak to his father and say, "Daddy, give me my inheritance." It's sad because it's actually implying, I can't wait for you to die, I just want what's mine. And that's all I care about. So he demands it from his father. And that's interesting, isn't it? Because the young one makes this demand, and it's actually implying an ungratefulness concerning his father's life in that sense. And I think sometimes we can be like that, can't we? Our desires are things that cause us to make decisions that can be quite painful for others because they are on the receiving end of those decisions, or it implies something about how we don't value them as we should. Some people are willing to step over people so that they can be happy. Some people are willing to mistreat people so that they can be happy. Some people are willing to do wrong things so that they can be happy. The point is this: our desires within us will cause us to behave in ways which are destructive and will ruin relationships. Relationship with ourselves in that sense, relationships with others, and our relationship with God. And do you realize how the father just he divided the property and he gave it to them? See, God's not gonna force us into his will. When we decide we want to do something, God will let us know we shouldn't do it. It's our decision at the end of the day, but when we decide we want to separate ourselves from God, he's not going to hold you back and say, "No, you cannot go." It's your decision. But isn't it sad that the father whom he's been with and who's good to him, he decides he just has to be happy, so he wants to break away from that father. You see, God is a good father. There are some things that we make decisions about which, when we make these decisions, they're going to cost us. He will reach out to us. The question is, will we listen? We consider how we've treated him and each other, because it's important that we consider these things and know that he is a good God and he wants us to stay with him to enjoy his goodness. Stay with him, and if you're not with him, come to him. Come to him through his son, Jesus Christ. Believe in Jesus. God bless you. Have a wonderful week.